Hey guys. How are you today? What's today? It doesn't matter, does it? Every day seems the same. All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Do me a favor. Tell me where you're watching from. And tell me how you feeling today. You should be feeling absolutely amazing, like fantastic, right? All right. Yes, I will. All right. Just send in a quick text. And let me share this real quick. So, guys, I hope you're doing super amazing for real. I've got a real treat for you today. So, first of all, I changed my makeup. So, let me know if you can tell. I changed my makeup and I was like, let me see. Um, so I've always been, like really, really plain Jane and didn't want to do too much. So I like kind of just not put on a whole lot all these years. I would just wear eyeliner and lipstick, and that was it. And I thought it was a little time for a little change. So I tried to like spiff it up a little bit. So do me a favor. l- if my makeup is okay, okay, just say it's okay. But if you can tell a difference in something that I might have done, let me know. And let me go over here. I'm doing this talking and I need to share this real quick. Okay. But do me a favor, just definitely tell me how your day is going, okay? And we're going to jump right into it. Yep. So, guys, I've been coming to you guys, to you all, to talk to you about certain things. But today, I want to talk to you about something else first because I feel like it's really important. I don't even feel like it's important. It is important, right? And I really want you to know who I am. It's important that you know who I am. Some of you guys have been following me for years. Some of you all know me from childhood, or you may live in my area. But I really want to introduce myself to you so you will know who I am, and just you know maybe you see yourself in me. Maybe you can relate to me. I don't know. But first of all, I'll start here. I was bullied. I'm a dropout. I was depressed. I was overweight. I was broke. I felt worthless. One of my favorite things to say was, I can't do it. The other favorite thing for me to say was, I'm not smart enough. And the last thing that I would say was always, I didn't want people to laugh at me. And that was who I was. And that probably had a lot to do with the way I came up, because not that that had anything to do with what my mom did, but just my different circumstances, the different things that I went through as a child and as an adult. Fatherless, and well, Roz, everybody had a father. Everybody has a father. Okay, let's leave that alone. Let's leave that alone. But let's talk about the other things: the bully, the depressed, the feeling worthless, feeling like I couldn't accomplish anything, feeling like I wasn't worthy. Those things that we go through, the things that we go through when I was bullied, that one thing created a lot of trauma. And I didn't know that was what it did. And as an adult, I had to figure out what I was going to do with that trauma. Do I keep the trauma? And I didn't even tell you, I was bitter. I was bitter, and I was bitter, and I was a very, very angry person. I was a negative person, and very, 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 um I was very negative and sarcastic. And I had to decide, do I stay that person or do I change? I was very comfortable where I was. Don't get me wrong. I was very, very comfortable with her. I was, because that's all I knew. But I needed to change. I needed to change. I needed to change. So as an adult, being broke, overweight, still thinking that I couldn't do anything, I wasn't smart enough, feeling worthless, thinking people are still laughing at me, and thinking people were judging me because of certain circumstances. I had to go, I had to decide and dig deep. Are you going to stay here, or you're not going to stay here? And I decided not to stay there. And I want to tell you what happened when I decided not to stay there. Everything that I didn't think I could do, everything that I didn't think I could accomplish, all of the things that I thought I'd never be, all of the things that I never knew that I would be successful in, I was. I was truly those things and more. So I just wanted to tell you who I was, the person that you think you know, the person that you think you know so well. Those, that was me. Okay. That was me. So I want to tell you, I want to give you something. I want to give you something. It's a scripture. And I know a lot of times we're talking about health, we're talking about finances, we're talking about lots of things. But when you decide that you are going to change things for yourself, I want you to remember something, because when I was coming up, I heard this a lot, and it wasn't from people in my family. It was just people in general. You you will never be able to have lots of money. Having lots of money is not for someone like you. Living in in a big house is not for people like you. Driving a nice car is not for people like you. Traveling the world is not for people like you. Having a happy, healthy life is not for people like you. And people base those things, other people put those things on us, because that's how they view life for themselves. And I decided to change my sight. I decided to change what I was hearing. I decided to change the energy of the people that I was around. And I want to read this to you. But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce health, wealth, and so confirms his covenant, which he swore to your ancestors of today, as today. Let me read it again, because I'm jumbling, falling all over it. But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant, which he swore to your ancestors, as it is today. Deuteronomy 8:18. What does that mean? It means God gives you the power to get wealth. God gives us the power to get wealth. We have the ability to produce the wealth. We have the ability is what we do with our own time. The ability is the creation and the different ideas that we have that we can do. That's what the ability is. The ability is what we decide to do. The ideas that he gives us, the things that he gives us, those creative things that we tend to, oh, I'm going to tell such and such and see if they think it's a good idea. We got to stop telling everybody our ideas, because God gave them to us, not to them. They're not going to understand. So they didn't understand when my husband left his job of 25 years. They didn't understand when I closed down my cleaning business. They didn't understand. All they saw was who they had been seeing all of these years: the struggling, the obese, the broke, the the people that felt worthless. That's all they saw. It is up to you to change the rest of your life. It is up to you to start today to do something different. Because when you decide to do something different, and you have to decide also who you do it with. It's very important that you decide who to do it with, because you can't do everything with everybody. Whoever you choose to partner up with, you have got to really know this person is going to take you there. This person is all in for me. This person is going to take you where you need to go simply because they've been there before, or they really care. So I want you to remember, I want you to remember this verse, because regardless of our financial situation right now, God gives us the ability to produce our own wealth. If you want to stay poor and live in poverty and continue that lifestyle, you can, then you will just continue to keep doing what you're doing. But if you're sick and tired of being unhealthy, broke, living paycheck to paycheck, robbing Peter to pay Paul, beating up Martha and giving it to Mary, whatever your situation is, you have the power to change. All right. So I want to talk to you guys about this opportunity. I want you to come with an open mind. It's not a lot of money to start the business. It's not a lot of money to start your health journey. It's $25. $25 will get you in the business. But first of all, let's just start with your health. The $25 is going to give you a 2-week supply of our detox juice, which is, you're going to use that, you're going to drink that juice for the 2 weeks. If you want to get in the business, you use the system. We will teach you, we will train you, we will coach you. If you just decide to just drink the juice, get healthy. Do you hear me? Just get healthy. So turning $25 into $10,000 does sound crazy. And I'm gonna be honest. If I was in that same mindset that I had before, there's no way in the world I would have tapped into this. No way in the world. So let me tell you about the actual idea. Okay. I want you to think about this. So let's just ask the question. Is it really possible to turn $25 into $10,000 a month? Yes, absolutely. My husband and I are doing that right now. Now, with the right mindset, the right strategy, the right dedication. Let me talk about the right mindset. Do you remember what I told you when we first got on? I was negative. I didn't think I could do anything. I thought people would laugh at me all of the time. I was that one. I'm not smart enough. I don't know how to use social media. I don't know how to get on Zoom. Do what on Facebook? How do you do that? I need somebody to help me. I don't know how to create Canva slides, like what I'm doing right now. I don't know how to use StreamYard, what I'm doing right now. All of the things you see me doing right now, I learned how to do them one thing at a time. I had to change my mindset and allow myself to learn something new. The strategy is the strategy that we're all using. You're sending a video until that is it. You are sending a video. Who are you sending it to? Whoever you want. How do you send it? We'll show you. All you have to do is send the video. Just send the video. That's the strategy. And if you dedicate yourself, if you dedicate some time to get this thing done, to make it happen, it will happen for you. I want you to keep in mind, I was very overweight, depressed, broke. I felt worthless. And I would always say, I can't do something. I wasn't smart enough. And I always said people would laugh at me. And I was saying and thinking these things all the way into my 40s. And I'm 52. Our secret is a video. Let me say that again. Our secret is, it's actually in the video that we send to people. All you have to do is send that video. Your investment is only $25. That's it. $25. And the thing about the $25 is going to do one thing for you, or it's going to do two things for you. The first thing that I'm sure it's going to do for you, the $25, it's going to give you a health transformation of some type. The second thing is you're going to have a health transformation of some type, as well as a financial transformation. Why does this work? It works because we don't tell you to sell anything. We don't try to get you to sell anything. We just pass the video until when? Until you find two people that get it. Until you find two people that get it. All this for $25, all this for $25. Well, Roz, like I said, I don't know how to use social media. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know how to do anything except copy and paste. Copy and paste. I don't know how to copy and paste. Okay, cool. Get your phone, press down. Did it pop up and it say copy? Yes. Tap copy. Now, where do you want to put it? Go there. Press again. Now, you see the other one that says paste? Yes. Tap paste. And there you go. It's copy and paste and then get paid, guys. That is it. You're going to send that until you find your two people that get it. Now, why is this not a pyramid? Because so many of us are used to people trying to scam us out of certain things. They want us to, well, what is this really real? Because like I said, it's the mindset. We don't know. Remember what I told you when I said, people like you don't do this. People like you don't make that kind of money. People like you don't live those type of lifestyles. People like you don't drive those cars. Remember those people? Those are probably the people that gave you the inclination that this is a scam. This is a Ponzi scheme. But let me tell you something. When you give someone money, when you go to the gas station, you give money, you get gas, right? When you go to the grocery store, you give money, they give you the groceries. When you go to a grocery store, you give money. When you go to a restaurant, you give money, they give you food. It's the same thing. When product is given in exchange for your money, that is not a Ponzi scheme, it's not a pyramid, and it's not a scam. So, does this work? Does this work? Absolutely. Absolutely. I was able to change the lives of mine and my family. I almost got choked up. I retired my husband using this same simple system. The person who said, I can't do this, the person who kept saying, I'm not smart enough, the person who kept saying, people are going to laugh at me. And can I tell you something? I'm going to be honest. People did laugh at me. People to this day, they say, how's your little juice business? And I just look around, I said, the juice business is great. It is great. So don't think that this isn't something that you can do, because it does work, and it doesn't just work because I said so. This is my husband, Travis. I retired him May 28th, 2021 off of his job. He was in management down at his job for 25 years. And he would work tirelessly. When I tell you, it seemed like every week he was working 80 hours. He would work 7 days for 3 to 6 months straight, just so we could be straight. Not because he wanted to do extra things, but he worked those hours so that we could so that we could make ends meet, so that and all of that all of those hours, we were still living paycheck to paycheck. And he would go in every single day and he would get paid. And I remember one day he called me from work and he said, "Hey, babe." I said, "Hey." He said, "Check the bank account." And I knew what that meant. That meant that while he was at work, he either went to get lunch or he went to get breakfast and his card was declined. Can you imagine people standing behind him and he swipes his card and it comes up declined? But everybody else's card is going through. So that conversation, we had quite a few of those type conversations, but I made a commitment and I dedicated everything that I had in me to get him out of that job, to generate enough money in this business so that he could walk away from the business and be able to do what he wanted to do, when he wanted to do it, how he wanted to do it, and travel with me. And I remember that right here, we had not had our passports. And one conversation we had, he said, "Babe," he said, "there's no need in us getting our passports. We're not going anywhere." And he was still at his job, but things had turned around so well for us because of the business, to where he said, "I guess we better go ahead and get those passports." I said, "Yeah, I think we should." And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, if you dedicate what you need, if you dedicate yourself, use the strategy and keep that positive mindset, you can change your life too. I can't say to what extent, because it does depend on what you do. It depends on what you do with your time. It depends on what you're thinking in your mind. It depends on how connected you are to what it is that you want to do. This is he and I. Well, this one first. This is me. My first trip out of the country. I went to South Africa. I went to Johannesburg. We went over there. A few of us went over there to build the business. And right here was Travis's first time going out of the country. We went to Punta Cana this past March, y'all. This past March, okay? This past March was his first trip out of the US. And just things of that nature we get to do often. I want to tell you guys about the product now. The product, I drink the drink. I drink the juice twice a day. And we do have candy, and I eat the candy every single day. I just keep doing it. I walk 10,000 steps. I do 30 minutes of cardio, and I get it. I get it. A lot of you want me to say, "Oh, you lost weight? How long did it take?" It took me as long as it took me. I wasn't going to quit. The reason people are asking, and the reason you're asking, "How long does it take?" is because you want to put a timeline on your health. I want to live a long time. I want to live till I'm 126 years old. I need to live 126 years old because my mama's still going to be alive. That's I know that sounds funny, but that's how she lives. That's how she lives. And I need to still be alive to take care of her. But I want to live a long, healthy life. So what I've done is I've committed to the 30 minutes a day. I've committed to the 10,000 steps a day, regardless. If that means I'm up to 11:59, pounding on the floor, walking from one door to another or one wall to another wall, that's what I do, because it's not about just drink the drink. It's not just about just take the product. It's about long-term health. And these are some of the things that I've committed to do for the rest of my life, and they're not hard. It's just the mindset. Decide what you're going to do. Decide what you're going to do with your health. Are you going to just do a little bit to get you by now? Or would you like to go ahead and go all in to take care of yourself so that you can live a long, healthy, prosperous life? So I've gone from a size 22 down to a 10. It sounds unbelievable, but I got the clothes to prove it. Here, I said, well, if I'm going to put myself out, I need to let people know how I really started. This is me at a size this is me at a 16, 14, and this is me at a size 10. And I had to decide because I had to decide, was I gonna do and show everything I needed to do and show, so that other people could really see that I am a real person and this is a real journey for me. You don't have to put yourself out like that, but I did because I needed to do it. I needed to stay accountable for myself. And listen, guys, I who doesn't have rolls on their back? But these are like 4 or 5 yeast rolls on both sides. I'm still a work in progress, still showing up and doing what I need to do for me. This is Amy. Amy drinks the juice, takes the products, and eats the candy. This is Nina. Look at how our products actually help us to age backwards. Look at how the products actually help us to age backwards. This one is Raquel. Raquel took the 30-day candy, the candy challenge, and actually right here, like flat belly somebody. Can you say like flat belly? Flat belly. Flat belly, y'all. All right, let's keep going. This is Stanisha, professional basketball player. She's no longer a professional black basketball player, but you know, when you're an athlete, one of your jobs is to stay in the gym. You are to stay, you stay um, active to remain in shape. Well, she doesn't do that anymore, but she said, you know what? I'm about to get these 40 pounds off of me, and she's already started. Now she's back at her flat belly status. And you can see here, not everyone needs to lose weight, but everybody does need to detox. Everybody does need to detox. So let me ask you, or you ask me, what are the risks involved? It's just $25. And yes, you can laugh at it. $25. That's all it is. And if you decide that you want to get started with the 25, you can. And I want to share something with you, because sometimes we don't always get the things that we think we should have. We'll have someone to I'm sorry, we'll have someone who's coaching us, and you'll have someone, and you're not sure, you thought that you were with the right team, or you thought that you were with the right person. And it's not really about being with the right person. It's about being with the person that you relate to, being with the person who does guys, we're not getting any younger, but being with someone, honestly, who has a track record of some type of success. So I want to introduce myself to you again. My name is Rosalind Hall. I'm a world traveler. I'm a boss. I'm a multiple six-figure earner in this industry, and I'm a coach who trains people to create wealth for themselves. My name is Rosalind Hall, and I use my story to help others to change their lives. I'll see you guys later. Listen, message me and just say, listen, Roz, that video you were talking about, send me the video. I want to see the video. I'll see you guys later.